Hey, Bohemia.
Subscribe.
Oh, thanks. Hey, y'all, subscribe. Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Eye Readings, and we're going to do a video here to see information about your dream house. Hey. We'll also pull a card to see some timing as well. So we have 3 piles here. We have an orange number 4 dice. We have a begonia. This little petal fell off of our begonia fam. And we have a number 6. All right, the birds out here are really having a good time. It's extremely cold today, so we put some water and nuts and raisins and things out there for them. Okay, so go ahead and pick a pile. Yeah, go ahead and pick a pile, and I'll see you on your timestamp. Bye. All right, timestamp 44, you say. For this group, we're going to go ahead and get a little potluck mix of cards. Then we'll go ahead and get some oracle as well. Let's see information about your dream house, okay? So we have the 10 of Swords. You want a place where you can just rest, okay? You don't have to act like no angel in this place. You're like, this is my place to decompress, let go of my stress. This is reminding me of New Apartment by Ari Lennox, where she's like, I just got a new apartment. I'm gonna leave my floors wet, walk around this naked, and nobody can tell me ish, okay? So you can tell she probably has some stress with roommates or something before, family. She's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want here. We have a Lear here, the sign of Neptune. So that could be listening to music, putting the art you want, any kind of creative expression from your muses. Something you want to have like a fireplace there. You could want to have a lot of birds around. There's tons of feathers everywhere. And you just want to decorate. You're like, if I want to be in my drawers, that's what I want to do. If I want to wear my nightgown all day, like what? Why can't I, right? I want to walk around in my gym clothes or something and just chill in comfort and style, leisure wear. Why not? Yeah, really laid back. It looks like if it is someplace that, let's say, is a condo, because over here there's the energy kind of like houses close together, it would be a place where other people are chill in this place as well. They're not being stressful and bothersome. You guys could want to have some caring neighbors. So instead of being Karens, they'll be caring, okay? Where they would be like, oh, are you okay? Maybe if you're sick, they bring you some soup or something like that, versus like, oh, I noticed you didn't get your newspaper for 3 days. So it looks like you guys care about the kind of community that you're around. There's a lot of orange, reds, yellows, creams, like warm colors here. So you guys could either want to live somewhere warm or really want an aesthetic that has like a warmth to it. Maybe roofs, like the terracotta roof, something like that, with the color, or like a brick paved way up to your house, something with warm colors, kind of rustic colors. For some of you, you'll want some wood or like some stone, something like that. It reminds me of places that have natural touches. So maybe you have like a natural stone countertop, natural ceramics and things like that around that just make you feel very grounded and can really decompress. I think you guys are sensitive sonically, so you guys would want a place that has good acoustics in it as well, a place that has the right type of kind of ambiance when it comes to noise. So some of you, for example, you might like being near a train or hearing city sounds, but for others you wouldn't. So I think in this pile, you guys each have your specific kind of like auditory experience that you would like to have, and you'll make sure that you have those kind of sounds from the city or the naturescape around you, so that you feel like you can really enjoy. All right, let's see who is helping you. So in your traditions, this is going to be somebody like Ma'at. This is going to be somebody who connects with justice, fairness, things of that nature. Could be connected to some kind of truth. For some of you, there could be, just because I'm drawn to the feathers and stuff, something with whoever in your traditions would be connected with feathers or writing, information, or something like that. All right, so for this one, you guys might have... you guys might almost want, I think, in this group to be in some kind of like restricted area. So maybe you have like a gatekeeper or something like that. We have the number 10. So 1010 could be very important. Could be your spirit crew reminding you of your goals here. to come into your dream home. Actually, we have Capricorn is the 10th sign and the 10th house, the midheaven. So you guys might have a place in mind, some of you, that is a particular like kind of community or area that you would want to live in. Some of you are like, yeah, I want the penthouse in this place in the build. Oh my gosh, this building in the city, kind of vibe. And you see it as your end game, the end of a tough cycle. When I make it big, this is where I want to go. You might be like, regardless of how much money I make or don't make, this is where I want to live, kind of thing. For me, it's the house on the hill over here. For me, it's over here, not too far from the rock climbing site or something. So you guys could have where you know kind of a certain type of area that you want to be in, or a certain area specifically based upon adjacency to like kind of to the city, but also some nature aspects as well. With this, I would say make sure it's expandable. I think some of you might specifically want a smaller place, or a place where like tons of people can't bother you. You might be like when the kids move out or something, or like, man, I don't want all my fam to come visit me. Like, you know, I'm tired of roommates in college and stuff. So once I get my own place, I don't want to have extra rooms because my friend's going to be over all the time. But I do feel like there's the energy where you might end up wanting to, like, let's say, get an animal. And maybe at first you think, okay, I'll go by these restrictions because I don't know, I don't really care about having an animal. But then later on you want a bird. So there is kind of this energy with Capricorn. Plan far into your future, not just getting your dream home, but if you're there for 10 years, how might your heart change? What things might you end up wanting moving forward? So that way you can really flourish the best. Some of you might want more water features or something than you think, or just different things like that, okay? I see all different types. I think some of you could decide to do a rent to own because Capricorn tends to build things up. Some of you kind of, I feel like there's different plans. I think you guys have different plans to get what you want. Some of you might save up and then buy it big, but some of you are going to kind of do like a rent to own kind of thing. But it's kind of like whatever it takes to step by step get there. This pile, you guys definitely are like, I'm gonna make it or break it. Like, I'm getting my dream home. I'm going to live my dream life, period. You have strong energy with your third eye. We see the third eye here. A lot of spiritual protection with your sight, and really, really good vision for what is right for you and what's not here. Giving and receiving as well. So, and I like your energy where you guys do seem to be like, I don't want more than I need. You know, I don't need 4 kitchens. I just, you know, or if you say, okay, yeah, because I am going to have multiple families from our family move in with us, so I need this many housing units on our property or whatever. But there's this kind of vibe of like, it's not going to be more than you actually need. It's going to be just right, a really good fit. We have aquamarine here. So yeah, there is that reminder. You guys might want to be close to water, or pay attention maybe to like the energy flow of what water represents to you guys, having it somewhere close. I definitely see that a lot of you want to be up high, have some kind of view, and I'm seeing fire. So you might be mindful to stay out of the trek of like fires or something like that. But I do see plan, like, what is the water like in this city? Or maybe you have to maybe you have well water or something like that in that area for some of you. Or there's just something about the water. Maybe you're like, yeah, this is the place to be in the city, but the water sucks. So I really have to think about, you know, something like that. Maybe I need to build my own kind of reserves or something, or purification system in my water. But I think it's just the energy of make sure. I think it's good energy for you guys if you try, like if you're looking between 2 places in your dream area, get the one that has like a stream close by it. There's something about that that's very beneficial to you guys, okay? Yeah, it's like that little bit of kind of Neptunian Piscean energy really does you guys well. All right. So interesting, you have blocked third eye. So what could possibly interfere is just if you get your third eye blocked, if you start not believing your own vision, if you start being down on yourself, you don't trust your spiritual energies, something of that nature. But we have 4 golden geese right here. Like the goose who laid the golden egg. Y'all have 4 golden geese. I do think you have good karma for having done many bountiful things for others with the giving and receiving, and I do think that you are meant to get some benefit in your home. I'm also noticing that the third eye is down here on the sacral around the waist, and we have blocked sacral chakra here as well. So some of you, there's just saying you have to unblock, like don't want things for the wrong reason, and you'll get it. It's kind of like if you were like, yeah, I'm going to have power at all costs, and I'm going to be the richest celeb everywhere for no reason, and I'm going to do what I want. If you had that energy, they'd be like, nah, you can't have it. But if you're just like, I want to do my best and be very successful and a healthy person and give back and not be greedy, they'll be like, boom, you can have it. It's this kind of energy because it's meant for you. But your spirit crew's not going to let you be like a negative person. So that would be the only thing, is if you stop listening to yourself, if you buy into like others saying that there's an undeservingness, or that, you know, you can't have a nice home or something, that would distract you. Or if you get your wants and desires going in the wrong way, that would block you. Okay, we have Amelie. So you guys could like to have an area where you people watch a lot. And again, there's a lot of interaction with neighbors, because that's definitely a show where she's very quirky, or movie. She's very quirky. She's very weird. She has like a Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio kind of, I don't know, kind of energy to her. And she definitely people watches a lot, for sure. Things of that nature. Time frame, we have 36, but it's the cross. So it's interesting because I feel like you guys have good karma moving forward for this. And yet it's saying you have to still be a good person this lifetime in order to get it. Then we have the 6 of clubs, triumph. Some of you have already had this, but it was taken away for some reason. Maybe you made some mistakes, you didn't know how to manage it, or you made mistakes in other areas of your life, and your spirit crew took away your success and your abundance. Okay, some of you had time away from this path of getting your dream home because you had mental health concerns or something going on. Yeah, really, and you really had to focus on that instead. So if you guys are not in a place where spiritually, emotionally, or mentally it would be like kind of safe for you to get your big dream, because maybe you wouldn't handle it well. For example, I've known people who, like, their grandparents left them their house and like all of this beautiful stuff to inherit, and they just like partied, brought everybody in and like trashed the place, and brought people in who like stole all of their traditional heirlooms or whatever it is and wrecked the whole place. So some of you might have had different experiences, whether the kind of more mentally, emotionally based, or literally physically, where there's been big mistakes with housing, or there just was big concerns that you had to focus on besides housing, in a way, like your mental health or things like that. Maybe there was getting into negative relationships with people, and your spirit crew's like, we don't want to give you your dream house right now while you're with a toxic partner, and then that becomes theirs, and then that ruins things for you, you know. So there could have been something like that. They're saying these are known factors. You'll know what it is that you've had to work through and what you had to focus on. So these things could create karma, actually, that could block you, or there could be somebody trying to cross your crossroads here. So they want you to be aware of these things. We have the number 36, so it could be 36 days, weeks, months, or years. Okay, let's be honest. But it really, this is an energy that's not going to go away. We have to unblock these energy centers for you. So let's see further. And that's a block as well. There's blockages everywhere. What can we do? Magical energy. Use your magical resources. Yeah, because they're saying something energetically, some kind of free will choices, and also energy from other people really has been trying to block you. Again, some of it has been for your safety, that they have waited because you were very innocent, and or maybe you were just kind of foolish and you didn't know how to manage certain things if you had gotten these this gift earlier. But some of it also, there has been people put negative energy towards your housing, unfortunately, and that's something that you do want to uncross yourself from, because we have the cross here, and like get that energy away. All right, well, this is what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We also have Pisces season, by the way. I mentioned Pisces again. Pisces, so it could be something during Pisces season, Pisces moon, strong Pisces transits could be going on during your situation here. We also have 12 and 3, which is interesting because 12 times 3 is 36. So, y'all, some kind of cycles, 3, 12, 36 here for y'all. All right, but please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for Begonia group over here, let's go ahead and see your dream house information and energy here. We have a time card from Lenormand. We have some tarot and oracle and some potluck mix to tell us about the place and just any information. And then we'll go ahead and pull in further insight from the Sasa Eudora oracle over here. All right, let's go ahead and see. 10 of Pentacles reverse. So you guys could want your own place. You might not just, like, this group doesn't feel like you'll be like, oh, let me wait so I can inherit my family's house, or I need someone else to buy it for me, or let me marry into someone rich or whatever. You might be like, hey, it would be nice if I happen to, if any of those things happen to happen. But this is almost like you want to be somebody who makes something your own, because the 10 of Pentacles reverse is going back to the 9 of Pentacles. Some of you have had where you're like, I've had to depend on myself from a young age, or I'm the one who took care of my siblings, or I'm, the parent who takes care of the children or whatever. Like, I want to take care of myself, and have, then once that's done, I can take care of also of my loved ones. You guys that have the heart where you might also even have, where you want to have a home that you can welcome people who are not even your family in. You could be like, yeah, if I have somebody that needs a home, maybe you want to have a place where there's like spare rooms, even at like an Airbnb kind of situation. But also, I think you guys have a good heart where it's like, if someone, the coin here, like someone needs a house, like if you ran into somebody who was having a hard time with housing, you see they're a good person or something, you might be like, you know what, we got the studio apartment, out back or whatever, you and the baby can stay there, or exchange student or something like that. I think you guys have a very generous heart, because it's like, even if you got everything that you wanted, like the top of wealth, and like even if you were going into like old money territory, you would still be for the people. It's kind of the energy. You'd be a compassionate person. So you could be somebody that maybe you want an estate, or you would want to be able to, I feel like I don't even want to say have land. So I think for this group, y'all are my peeps like that, where it's like, you're not trying to just have like ownership of land, but it's like, okay, I would like to have, the stewardship of this land, so I can do things for others. You guys could want to do gardens. You could want to do multi-generational homes for everybody. And again, I do feel like there's a solitary energy. I do think you're to the point with this group where you're like, I need to take care of myself first. Like, I do realize that I need to be stable and make sure that I have respectful, safe people around. But once that's taken care of, if I find individuals who are caring as well, then I would like to have them around. So you guys could like to have something like that. I do see for some of you, you could want to live on terraces. So maybe you live kind of like Mediterranean style, or the neighborhood that you live in, there's different kind of terraces, terrace levels to either your gardens or to get to your home, or maybe you're kind of living like cliffside or something like this, foothills, something like that. And there could be different layers that you would like to your home. Maybe you want to have multiple stories. So you'd have, the entryway level, but then you have a balcony level, or then you have a rooftop level kind of thing. You guys could like rooftop entertaining, being able to see the stars. I think you guys also want privacy here. So you want some natural windows and stuff, but you also want to be able to have some kind of privacy for sure. Yeah, so you guys might have certain partitions. You might grow up hedges with ivy, bougainvillea, different things like that. You might put water features. There's beautiful marble here. So you guys could have some kind of marble drapes, really nice drapes, things like that. I feel like there would be a nice breeze circling through. I also feel like for this group, you could be the group where there would be, maybe it would be some kind of more traditional home versus just like modern like HGTV homes or whatever. You could have some kind of traditional home where maybe the inside of the home is actually opened as a courtyard or something, and you can go from kind of one abode or one part of the home to the other, and there's some airflow, breeze, things like this, little places that open into nature a bit more. Maybe you have like a sliding door that can open out and be indoor, outdoor, this kind of thing. It feels very beautiful. Okay, so who do we have helping you with this? Number 43 here. Abonimba, harvest. So you will have somebody in your traditions, whoever is like the deity or being who helps out with harvest, with abundance. All right, there's drums here. So a very heartfelt deity who would be connected with maybe some music and rhythm and the seasons a little bit, but with having abundance come in. Okay, that cornucopia energy, having a lot of plenty. And that's what I felt here. You guys could also live, it could be that your dream home is somewhere where there would be markets in that area, kind of more natural markets, like a very good produce from that country or region, maybe kind of farmers markets, or a lot of like little individual kind of like mom and pop stores or shops, or like a shuk or something like that. Okay, very spectacular sunsets and sunrises, so you guys could be oriented so that you're either having a good view to the east or the west, so you're having, or maybe it's east coast or west coast kind of thing, so you're having some kind of spectacular sunrise or sunset. So home, do you see this? Number 36, home, rutilated quartz. Wow, there's a door right here shining. We have this energy from the spirit world, and this is like gold within the quartz, right? Wow, you guys have very abundant energy. It's like you can already see it. Some of you visualize. You literally visualize going up the terrace or going up the stairs, going to your front door. The sound of your doorbell, right? The sound of your neighborhood, the sound of your home. You guys could want a home that has very good acoustics. There could be some marble columns or some kind of, just some kind of very beautiful or unique door. You might be like, I want a yellow door, or I want a door that has this kind of carving in it, or this kind of thing. This is how I want it to look. This is how I want it to sound when I get home. Beautiful energy here. You guys definitely seem like strong manifestors. You got these pearls of wisdom everywhere. Wow, it's like it's already there. It's like on another plane, on another parallel, like this is already your home. You're already living there. You're already living this life, which is why you know that you can get this home already. On another vibrational level, like you're already connected to this home or to where this home will be built. Some of you will be getting land and then building your home. Okay. We have Jamaica. So you guys it could be islander, or again, I was getting that energy of like a west coast or an east coast where there's water around. There could be a more tropical kind of energy there. I was getting all that fresh produce, stuff like that, that you get like year round versus when you're in colder areas, you don't. Jamaica is hibiscus. So there could be hibiscus in this area as well, or some kind of, hibiscus is my favorite flower. So it could be whatever your favorite flower is, or like your favorite tree, your favorite food that has to be grown from the earth. It could be that that area is known for that. So you'll be very excited because you're like, oh my gosh, this is like my favorite fruit or vegetable in the world. This region's known for it. We got festivals about it. It's good, okay? We do have disaster. So this could be a place that is known for natural disaster. Again, I'm getting a lot of coastal energy or island energy in your group. So this could be a place where you do have to prepare for certain disasters. It could be that it's in a hurricane track, something of that nature. Or it's in somewhere where there's like tornadoes or earthquakes or something like that. Mother Earth does different things. You got to stretch and move, you know, but it could be where we note these kind of things, okay? We have a new moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. So this, again, is a very beautiful home. Everything is well balanced, okay? All the aesthetics are checked marked. You have your own unique stamp on it, but it's also well received by others, how you decorate your home. Everybody would look at this home and be able to say this is a beautiful home. It wouldn't be, even when you put your unique flair on it, it wouldn't be one of those homes where people are like, ugh. Like, what did they do to that house? No, even if you put these bright, beautiful colors, I feel like you guys have a mix of some beautiful, bright, bold colors, but then very calming colors as well. And it makes a really nice aesthetic for you guys. And again, we have moon cycles too. So you'll be able to see, you know, the sun and moon rising and setting, things like this, very balanced. Some of you will be able to see the east and west coast. So you might have where you have those picturesque windows where you're outside in one courtyard or yard, and you can kind of see a little bit through the house to the next picture window. So you can see, like, you know, both sides or whatever. You could be nestled just perfectly in the hills or with whatever view that you have. So you have really, really nice views. It definitely could be a very nice area for sure, or you could even bring that. Some of you are going to build a home somewhere, and it's going to be, some of you could be going back to your home or something, and you're going to invest in building there, and you're going to literally raise the value as others see it, I guess, in kind of modern terms, the value of that place. And people will be like, wow, this is a beautiful place to live. This, you know, the land does have importance here and things of this nature. I see a lot of celebrations and just like a lot of festivals with the land. So what is the time frame? We have 19 here. I definitely see you guys moving for sure. 19, so it could be 19 days, months, years here. And with the tower energy, it could be also when you get some kind of paperwork done. All right, you might have to fix some kind of, this could be government and legality. So some of you, you could have something that you officially need. Maybe you're like, yeah, I have to officially finish school and apply for my certification for my career And then after that, I'm going to be thinking about getting a house. Or maybe you say, well, I have to get my visas. I got to get my travel documents in order, or I need to get my social security cards and stuff so I can really be taken seriously in buying a home or whatever it is. So there could be something kind of governmental or something like that. But yes, this looks like it could be in 19 months, days, or weeks or years. Let's get some more information here. Some of you could also get your land. The land could be at auction. A lot of countries have land that's at auction. I would say here, let's not pull a Sandra Bullock. All right, let's not go and like adopt a marginalized kid so that we can scoop up a bunch of property from the actual community and like make money off of like Hurricane Katrina, like, you know, that shady stuff. I would say if any shady person happened to find this reading, this would be like telling you don't do this, right? But with the Ten of Pentacles reverse, I think most of you are not like that at all. You're very, very good people. You're, you know, karmically balanced. You genuinely care about human beings and the earth and things like that. So you're going to be moving in a good way. You're not going to be like a scalper of natural disasters and just like gross, okay? But I just have to put that out there for anyone who is going to try it, okay? But this is your wish. We have dream home. Oh my gosh, comfort zone. We have free will. So you guys, it's like you're already thinking about they're saying continue. Think about your day-to-day. They're like, think about how you're going to wash the dishes, what view you're going to have, all this kind of stuff, because some of you are already thinking a lot about this. You're wishing, you're manifesting, you're seeing the couch you're going to be on and, you know, everything. But they're saying here, stick with your visuals and follow them through. Don't get like content just having the dream of it, okay? It's a dream home, but you want it to be the home. You don't want it to just be the dream, okay? So this is saying make sure you follow through with your actions and that your day-to-day actions that you take, you're taking it as in, okay, is this getting me to the home I want? Is this getting me to the life I want? Okay, I really want to sit down now, but should I get up and do something more constructive towards my dream instead of just kind of be bored today? So they are encouraging that, okay? They're like, don't just couch surf your dream to be a homeowner, because you absolutely could. Yeah, they said that would be the thing that would dry out this energy for you, because you see the door's already here. Like they said, in a parallel, you're already living this life. So the way that you might not give yourself your flowers and reap this beautiful benefit of, you know, your life well lived and the work you do for yourself and everything, and have your abundance, would be if you just kind of stagnate and stop doing things because you're like, oh, I got it in the tarot reading, so I'm good. I don't have to do anything in life, okay? So that's their kind of little heads up, all right? We have yes for a good reason, and they want you to stay as who you are. They're saying you don't have to operate how other people operate in real estate. That would actually block you. Stay being the good person you are. So that's what I'm seeing for this group Begonia. But I feel like there's very positive energy here for you guys, and I'm really excited to see your home and the beautiful connection that you'll have with the land and others. It just looks like a beautiful situation. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, group 6, let's go ahead to your reading. Let's see your dream house energy. We'll pull some tarot oracle. We'll get timing from the Normand, and we'll also pull in some other information from the Sasayadora, okay? So we have the 6 of Cups reversed. So you guys don't want something that you had in your childhood, it looks like. You want something different. You want something maybe you haven't experienced before. Not to say there might not be touches of this or that, but I think overall it looks like you guys want something new. We have 6 of Cups, which is nostalgia reverse, and even the pigeon, you know, homing pigeons, they can find their way home. And pigeons tend to, like, they can fly everywhere, but they tend to really like hunker down in areas, which is why they're such an urban bird, because they won't feel the need to like migrate necessarily. They'll just kind of stay there. So this is reverse. So this is feeling like you don't want what everyone else has. You don't necessarily want something that represents where you grew up, the neighborhood you grew up in, the culture that you grew up in, or something of that nature. You could want something different. This looks like also you don't want something exposed. You don't want to feel vulnerable. You don't feel like you don't want to feel like you have to do what others want, or like they have the say. It's kind of that energy of like, I'm not the kid who doesn't have say for myself. Like, I want to have my grown home where I can do what I want is the vibe. You guys could also be going away from water. So this could be a group that, I know some people are like that, especially if they're like fire, earth, or like air, earth, or air, fire dominant. They don't necessarily really want to be around water. So I think group 2 had a lot of water, and they were kind of, they actually had like no to desert a bit. This looks like you guys might be a bit more inland, away from like oceans or something, or you could be more connected to where there's going to be more earth, sand, that kind of thing, versus a bunch of water features. Okay, let's go ahead and see. We'll get some more information, but who is helping you? So all right, so this could be somebody who has ascended to being a major cultural figure for you. This could be somebody who, for you guys, this could even be someone like a grandparent who was born in one area but made to go to another country or something of this nature. This is more personal. This is somebody who had been human before they were in the spiritual world. Okay, this could be one of your guides. It could be an ancestor, or it could be a cultural ancestor, something like this. Okay, this is somebody who they want you to have the success and the security and the respect that they couldn't have when they were here. Okay, we have the number 3. I think we've had 6 and 3 pop up in all different readings yet so far. Yeah, it comes back. Some of you want to go back to your homeland. That's what it is. You were raised away from your homeland and you want to go back. Some of you maybe you were raised in kind of a war-torn area, and so you want to go to a different area, but you might aspire to go to where this cultural figure or this ancestor was landing, where they went, where they were taking from, something like this. All right, and it says, I got you, boo. Yeah, this is very, very personal. Very personal. This person's saying, I got you. I know what you've been through. You know what I've been through. Yeah, there's some kind of tie. There's some kind of call through a particular person that you feel. Some kind of support there. We have blue lace agate, which is also a crystal connected to children too, and emotional energy and connection. It's also a 6, so it's a water crystal. We have water energies here, 6. So it's kind of like, maybe you guys are nervous that you would have to cross the seas or something. Maybe, I don't know what this is. It reminds me of almost like some kind of immigration or immigration, something like that. Communication, throat chakra. You might have communicated about this a lot. You might have to learn a different language, or people might speak a different dialect where you would be going. Selenite, peace. And again, we have the spiritual world channeling into you, and like channeling down to you, and really inspiring you. It's like their energies and your aura. Like, this desire is the spirit world's as much as yours. And then we have a 37 after all this 36 energy we've been having. Aries moon, time to take action, new moon in Aries. So for this group, they're saying let's get going now. Some of you might need to move to the area before it would come about that you would have the house. This is the number 1 energy. Oh my goodness, as I'm filming this, literally new moon in Aries is in like 2-3 days. We're getting ready to have spring equinox. We're getting ready to have new moon in Aries. Everything's going into Aries. Venus just switched signs. So there's a lot going on. And they're saying do it. They're saying that action and a bit of recklessness and this entrepreneurial energy and doing it for yourself and freeing yourself is going to happen before the freedom comes, like before you get the home. Some of you went through rough childhoods where you didn't have a particular home because you went through like foster care or something like this, or adoption. And you're like, I'm just going to go back to my homeland. Like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And then we'll see what happens. It says it comes back. It comes back, and you feel that call. You're like, I want to go back to Korea. I need to go. It's like, go back, but I've never been there. Something like this, right? I'm going to Nigeria. I'm just going. There's this vibe here. Okay, let's see the time frame. We have 27. 27. Some of you could be 27 years old. Some of you could be feeling influenced because of a Saturn return here. Spiritual world channeling down to you. You might see that without even knowing it, you might have been writing some of this language. Like, you do some artwork and then you realize there's some of this language in the image that you created. Or like, I don't know, like, I didn't even realize that, how could this mountain I paint look exactly like this painting in, you know, homeland from grandma? How could that even happen, right? It's like something like this, where your signs and synchronicities are pouring out of you for this connection of this. Seven of Swords. You might go, Seven of Spades here. You might go without telling anybody. You guys want some place that is quiet from the life you've known, it looks like. Yeah, some of you, it will be that you will be having, maybe you're undecided. You might be undecided, should that be your permanent home, or should that just be one of the home you can go to as you travel, a home, because this group, I don't know if you're ready to fully settle down. So you might decide, well, the only place I want to put down roots is in a certain place that it seems like a homeland to you or something. But then also I still want to travel. I want to use my youth to explore. I don't want to be told to do certain ways. I have more to figure out. So some of you could be Aries moons for sure. And so you're like, I'm not ready to like settle down fully. If you guys still, if you have a lot of Mars in your chart, Scorpio and Aries, and you have a hard time, or even a lot of fire, Leo, Aries, Sag, and you have a hard time just letting yourself settle down, or if you have those energies on like your 4th house, or by your 9th, 10th house, your midheaven, and it's opposing your 4th house, and which is the house of home, or opposing your moon in some ways, so you have a hard time settling down. Life tends to shake you back up, and then you have issues with housing. It could be good to intentionally pick a dream home that is meant to be kind of a transition. It's meant to be kind of temporary or unique, or it's meant to be kind of like a vacation home almost. Like if you set that intention, if you're somebody who has like, let's say you have Uranus and Aries or something opposing your moon, so you have like a Libra moon or something, and you have an opposition. If you intentionally pick a home, if you intentionally have maybe multiple homes and you travel between them, or you intentionally have a place that you let other people stay in sometimes, it can utilize that weird energy, that counterculture energy of Aquarius for you. And then you will be able to find a kind of a stability and a routine, a regularity with your housing. Okay, so some of you, it's almost like you need to study your astrology a bit so that you can figure out, well, how could I even have a steady housing? How could I make this work? Some of you might also be considering something like a timeshare, something like that. Maybe more than one person going in to buy a home. Yeah, because it's saying it might not always be yours, or you might not always live there. So it could be like a secondary or something, but the energy is open for you. And I think your energy is meant to be open. It's not supposed to be like, I buy a house, now I'm old, now I'm stuck here. You know what I mean? You know how people get like that, especially in America. People are like that in the suburbs. No, there's not. Now for this group, they're saying don't put bad magic on yourself. Don't put negative manifestations for yourself. Don't manifest stuff you don't want. You don't want to live in the suburbs. Don't try to do magic to get yourself in the suburbs. You don't want to rent from this person. You guys have something very rebellious in your housing energy. And so if you try to make a housing dynamic you don't like, you're going to explode it. Okay? It's just, yeah, so this is saying to watch out for that. Some of you need to cleanse your energy because there has been some kind of negative magic or something that's been done here for sure. Practitioner. This would be like practitioner. Yeah, your body's your own. Okay. Some of you do. You have some kind of red tape, red lining, some kind of, maybe that was some of the ancestral energy that you have. Maybe your name. Some of you need to like find your name. Find your name. Maybe in order to go to where you want to go, like for those of you who are returning to like a homeland or something, maybe in order to be allowed to, you have to find your heritage papers, something of that nature. You have to get some documentation. Yeah. But working on your self-esteem is very important for this group to get your housing, to get your dream home, because it's saying that if you don't feel like you belong to yourself, you're not going to be able to have a home belong to you. It's not going to work. You're going to repel it. It's that Taurus energy, 2nd house. That's probably why I mentioned Venus and Taurus, because Taurus is self-esteem, and it's also personal resources, ownership, you know, things like that, physicalities. That kind of energy. So you're open to it. You have open roads. Your roads are open, but there's something kind of on you. It could be something through your DNA. So this would be personal. You have to see. Some of you might say, yeah, our family's kind of, there's something on our family like that. Maybe it was because of a war or something like that, or like a colonization, or maybe it was your particular family. You know that there's been something on one of your lineages where people just can't have housing. There just seems to be some kind of, you know, curse, as they would say, or something like that. All right, because it says something with the spiritual journey, needing to recreate yourself, needing to remold. This is like clear your DNA energy as well, and like reclaim that. Reclaim, in this card, she literally reclaims her original name. You probably know her as Sarah Bartman. She was very disrespected and enslaved and made to have her body, you know, be infiltrated by strangers and in public displays and things like this. So some of you have gone through some things physically. I know this is kind of a different, this is kind of a digression, but some of you have gone through things physically and at a young age, different things in your life where it kind of stops your soul energy a little bit. It makes you feel like, am I deserving to have a home? Right? Yes, you are. Everybody should eat. Everybody should have a home. Mother Earth provides 10 million times more than what we need. This idea of lack and poverty is completely like humanity made, okay? And any negatives, you know, kind of energies that support that. It's not a concept that Mother Earth does. Like, she has above and beyond, you know, shelters and things to build homes and renewable resources and food. And I feel like for this group, I really hope that you understand that and accept that and believe that in yourself. You might have some painful histories. You might have some insecurities about feeling inadequate or deserving. And I hope you step into that freedom of confidence. And I think the spirit being that has been in your reading wants you to. They don't want you to only have that realization after you pass away and then you feel like, I did deserve a home. I did deserve warmth. I did deserve shelter. They want you to feel that right now. That's so important to them, and they try to encourage you and even push you. Come on, go for it now. Go for it now. Take the risk. Go for it now. Compete for it. This Aries card, take action. Be stubborn about your right as a being, as any creature, just like the birds, just like the dogs. Every creature deserves to be able to have their home, their den, their nest, their food, their water. These are all things that are innately created for us. So we do have a big supportive message here. Your body is your own, okay? And your body deserves a home. And it deserves a place that you can create. See, it's like creating this nest for yourself. And this is part of your spiritual journey. Maybe some of you have a Cancer North Node, so you're like not used to having just your own home, just out of an intrinsic right, like to have your home. Maybe you always had it only if you achieved certain things, only if you were deserving, only if you served your government or something like that with the Capricorn South Node. But there can be something like this for this group, okay? We ended up going a little bit longer on some of these, okay? But we have surprise. See, they're saying it goes into sensuality. Some of you have had concerns with body shaming or not feeling at home in your physical body, and that contributed to you not feeling like you can have a physical home. Right, maybe not even feeling like you can caretake yourself or something. So they're saying there are good surprises hidden for you. There are good surprises hidden for you, and no villain is going to be able to make you stagnant for the rest of your life and keep you from being able to go into something new and beautiful for your life. They're saying the old is past. They agree. We don't want this old stuff. We don't want this shaming and this hurt to you. We want you to have your beautiful home, okay? So allow yourself to be this. Look at this. Your spirit crew said, yes, we are pushing you to be the seeker. We're pushing you to be a little reckless, to get outside your comfort zone. Explore, adventure, come to the shore. Some of you, this is this homeland, this place calling you. Come to me. Come to me. Here's a compass. Come see me yourself. Come and see what great grandma's encouraging you to return to. Come home. Come home. Yes, please come home. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Earth. Oh my goodness. The bottom of your deck, I kept talking about Mama Earth, Mama Earth, Mama Earth. And there's the natal chart on here too. So our natal chart, when you see the circle with the X through it, that's the glyph for Earth. And then the planetary placements around that, I don't know if you can, there you go. The planetary placements around that are how our astrology nestles onto the Earth. So the Earth is present in our natal charts, okay? And so this is saying you will find your place on our beautiful planet here. Your higher self is here, your God self, wanting you to be at home, All right, and you might have to play some tricks on others who don't think that you're deserving, and it can be a shock to them. How about that? When you, after all these obstacles, after all of these, you know, you see the red sand, kind of like that red tape we talked about earlier. After all of that, you find your beautiful, perfect place to be harmonious in your dream home and in your physical body here on earth, okay? I love this so much. So I hope y'all were able to hear the fullness of your reading. I did end up going very long on some of these options, but I really appreciate these messages coming through. Much love and respect. And again, let's just reiterate the vibration that everybody eats and everybody has shelter and home and all of their innate rights and necessities, including the internet, which is a necessity nowadays, okay? All of those things should be for all human beings. There's no need for all this greed. There really isn't. there really isn't. And I'm so grateful to everyone who is, you know, holding that same vibration. Thank y'all so much. So I'll talk to you again. Oh, I'm seeing 444 up here too. And now it's 4444 on the video. What? I love it. I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.